And today, guys, we are going to do 10 super cool, super awesome, sweet commands, guys. Spinning armor stands. We're going to even have right here, spin your thing and bang. Oh, lightning in my head. Or even, what else do we have over here? Let's check it out. Jump pad to the moon. Hey there, guys, Skippy here from Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, coming to you from Rando. That's right, Random Command Block World. That's right, we are doing a video with Jay. Mr. J, that's the guy. He does command blocks. He is a professional Minecraft builder who does a lot of work with command blocks. He is going to help us out today. He is doing a lot of stuff on his channel with such things, and he's going to walk us through baby step style, because you know we are not exactly pro command blocks guys. So get ready. Don't forget to leave a like on it. We're going to go for 582 likes. If you're down with the cause, don't forget to hit me up below, guys. Twitter, follow me on Twitter for, news, updates, let's plays, infos, and stuff. And, I think we'll leave it at that. We're going to go to number 1. Okay, Jay, Mr. J Craft, where are you? Where are you, Mr. J Craft?
Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, I was playing with the, the boost pad over there.
Woohoo, boost pads, boost pads. So, we have some good commands here. You have a nice little setup here. Mr. J set up a bunch of commands and they were way too hard. So we're going to do the simpler ones right now. And then maybe in the future, we will do a few more difficult ones. They're already there. They're a little bit skilled. So we're going to have to kind of move on up. In addition to that, there will be a bonus command in the middle that I do not even dare attempt by myself. But Mr. J Craft will have the link on his channel to teach you how to do it, of course, for yourself. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is going to be easy, guys. You're going to use this one all the time. In your world, we got the say command. As you can see right here, it's very simple. We got an impulse. That means it's only going to happen once when you pulse. It's unconditional and it needs redstone to happen. That's by pushing the button. It's going to do /say at P, which stands for nearest player. Go to Castle Dark to collect rewards. You could switch this to anything you want. You could just say go right in here and switch that up to go to Castle and collect rewards, or whatever you desire. You can say Skippy smells like poo if you want, and you press the button and guess what it says right there on your screen, and you can use it anytime. Mr. J Craft, do you like using the say command in your worlds?
Yeah, of course. It adds a whole lot of different communications with the NPCs and things that you can add to help players know where they're going.
Oh, very true, to help people find their way. Let's move on to number 2 ski. 2 ski is an easy one, guys. As you can see, it's only really one command. It's just here twice to show you how to use it. It's very simple. A lot of people want to use commands to build things by pressing buttons. As you can see, this wall of stone has gone very far, 256 blocks away, and we're going to make it go away by pressing this top one. Poof, gone. So the way that this command works, it's simply only one command. Pay attention to the screen right now. We have the fill command. It's an impulse command. It happens when you use the redstone. It needs redstone and it's unconditional. So what it's doing right here, guys, pay attention. /fill. So it is filling an area. Space. Tilde, 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 -2. So those 3 tildes are the X, Y, and Z coordinate. It's going to be where the command block is. It's going to be the X and Y, how high and low it is, but on the Z coordinate, meaning lengthwise, it's going to be -2, which means, as you can see, it goes in this direction down in that way. In addition to that, it's going to be, in addition, 1 higher. So we're going to have a 2 high wall. It's going to also go -256 and stone. That means it's going to go 256 blocks on the Z coordinate way down there, and it's going to be made out of stone. Press the button and it comes. The big thing about this one, and the reason there's 2, is because we use the exact same command to make it go away. That's right, we get rid of it by simply using the exact same command, except for replacing stone with air. At the end, when you use this command, you can simply replace space air with space stone, space cobblestone, space any block in the game. I will do right now, guys, actually, for this, we're going to use block IDs throughout this video. I'm going to put a little bit of a chart on the screen right now, teaching you what the different block IDs are, if I could find them. Is that a good idea, Mr. J Craft? Block IDs, are they complicated?
Only a little bit, but they're not actually that difficult, as long as you can remember them.
Okay, so then if I put the thing on the screen right now, then they'll have them and they can just pause it or screenshot it or whatever, and they'll be ready to party. I think that's a good idea. So Fill command fills. This one is a fill command too, except it just fills with air. Let's move to number 3. This one's actually very useful and very fun. It is the clone command. People see this all the time in Minecraft, and people want to duplicate things other than diamonds, their houses. They want to duplicate their houses, and what do they do with that? So clone command, as you can see right here, is going to clone an area, and it's going to create it somewhere else. So you're going to see /clone space. These are now your coordinates X, Y, and Z. 149 space 64 space -267. So basically this is telling you it's going to clone the blocks which are in those coordinates. Guess what? Those coordinates are this house right here. This house is in those coordinates. In addition to that, it's going to duplicate this house in the other coordinates, which are right here. Unfortunately for us, this is right on top of where we are doing our tutorial right now. So we're going to go to this command block somewhere else and show you how it works. The one thing I will tell you is masked. Masked means that it will not copy the air. So that means it's going to actually go ahead. So that's a space mask. It will not copy the air around this. So if we were to go put it somewhere else, it's not going to like delete parts of the mountain. More or less, it will actually just put this on top of the existing features. You ready to go over there, Mr. J Craft, and do this safe distance from the base? What are you hiding for? Don't hide. Okay, let's go over here.
Great. Yeah, let's go do that.
Where'd you hide the command block, Mr. J Craft? You hit it. Oh, he's got it in his hand. Okay,
there we go. I think I want a house right here.
Okay, so this is the exact same command block that was over there, except for the fact that it's going to 149, 157. So when you press the button over here, where is it going to put the house, Mr. J Craft?
It's going to put it right here.
Okay, so press the button.
You press the button. I want to end up inside of it.
Ba-bum!
Oh,
and there you go. That's right. Are you really inside, or you're in the wall? You're in the wall.
Oh, I'm literally inside. That's for sure.
That's okay. Break the blocks. You have you're on creative mode. You could do it. So there you go. Clone command. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Back to our command central station. Command central station, guys. If you are having any problems with any of these commands, just pause on the screen that shows the commands. Guys, I go into it, hit the pause. You're good. On the sides here, you'll notice execute first tick, delay ticks. None of these commands involve any of that. So everything you need to know is on the screen, spaces and all. If ever there's a command input, I will expand it if you need to see anything. So just pause, guys. Let's do Spinny. So Spinny, you guys have seen this. You know, some in my own world, I have one that just sits there and whatever. But basically, a lot of people want to have armor stands that spin. You could put your most beautiful armor on it. You could do whatever you want and have it in your world. This could be good for like adventure maps or things like that. And this is a pretty straightforward command. So basically read this command with me now. So Spinny, it's a repeat command. What you don't realize is this command is actually a command that's repeating over and over. It's teleporting the actual armor stand in a little bit of a different spin over and over and over again, which makes it look like it spins. So repeat unconditional needs redstone. So /TP at E type armor equals armor stand underscore or armor underscore stand, comma, if that's the right word. I think that's the right word. Name Spinny, name equals Spinny, bracket, tilde, tilde, 1, tilde, -1. So basically what we're going to do here is I'm going to explain to you. That means it's going to TP the entity. The entity has to be an armor stand like this guy right here. So first of all, let's bang. So let's get rid of him. I'm going to get rid of him and turn it back on. So I already have it in my inventory. Basically armor stand. This is an entity. It's going to be named Spinny. Bang. Once you name it Spinny, guess what? It automatically puts it up here in this spot. Then what this means here is, so you're going to see TP, armor stand, blah, 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 Spinny. It's going to be 1 block forward, -1. And now this tilde3 is the rotations. So if you want to make it go a lot faster, you can easily just switch this guy here to 10. And you're good. See, it goes faster. If you wanted it to go slower, you could go right in here and do this and make it say 1. And if you do that, guess what? Guess what? Slow as pie. There you go. How do you like this one? Did you take this a little farther? I asked Mr. J Craft, I said, just make a regular spinning armor stand. And he had to go and make it all fancy like this. Are you proud of yourself, Mr. J?
Yeah, it makes your life a little bit more difficult, which is definitely interesting.
Okay, so you can take these name tags back. I'm gonna go over here. So let's do this, guys. Stare. So this is an adaptation of the last one. This is number 5. We're gonna go into stare. Basically, we're using the exact same command, almost the exact same command. It's a repeat, unconditional, needs redstone, and it's stare. So you're gonna see we're using the same exact thing again. /TP at E bracket type equals armor stand, comma name spinny equals spinny bracket. So you can see right here, it's the exact same thing. So what it's doing this time is it's re-teleporting itself every time facing at P, which means at nearest player. So what happens is it's gonna constantly be teleporting any armor stand. Hey, what are you doing, Mr. J Craft? Don't do that. I'm trying to show people I'm educating the community. Okay, so put this guy here and then Spinny. Bang. So now Spinny is good. Spinny is up in the sky. So notice you could put a helmet on him if you want. Let me get the helmet since Mr. J only helps when I'm not paying attention. Let's do this. We'll put a helmet on him. Okay, so you can see it's actually not spinning and following me. It's repetitively teleporting. And every time it teleports back, it's actually realizing where I am, and it's teleporting facing me. That's right. Spinny teleports facing me. Done like dinner. I don't think we need to ask Mr. J. Mr. J Craft's doing something over here. What you doing over there, Mr. J Craft?
I'm spying on you.
Well, you're also spying on me. What you got down there? Is there some sort of secret stuff going on right after number 5 here?
There's nothing going on down here.
Nothing? There's no secret.
I mean, nothing that we can talk about right now.
There's no secret commands going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No secret commands between number 5 and number 6 here.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing.
No. So,
well, I mean, if you walk down over there.
If someone wanted to do something a little bit more high tech, you know, a little bit outside of the range of what I can repeat, we have something super cool here Mr. J Craft is going to show you. There is going to be, this command here is number 5.5, and you will see that Mr. J Craft is going to have a super cool command. If you want to learn how to do this cool command, it's much more intense than these one block ones, but super doable, and you can get the video on how to do it at his channel right now. There will be a link to his channel and the video in the description below. Now, what is the magic? Everybody saw on the screen magic. What magic, Mr. J Craft? Show me the magic.
Well, just walk down over there. I built a really nice house.
What house?
Do you see it?
No, I don't see it.
Just walk down.
What?
It's not there?
What?
Here, come back so you can see what happens. Here, I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you how it's done right here. This is how you build your house right here.
Okay, so this is a super cool command. Basically, I think it kind of maybe resembles the clone in a weird, not as easy way. And it only comes when you are the person walking towards it. And when you're done, it disappears. What the heck? That is super cool. Can we see just let us look at a little glimpse of the command blocks, because I don't want the community to think it's, you know, too hard, because it actually is pretty straightforward. We've got a little something here, but over here is the gist of it. I'm not going to show you the commands, but look, it's just this. He will have a video that will literally show you how to make this, and you could literally change this castle into whatever you want. You make your own building, you make your own castle, you do whatever you want. Like I said, guys, link to that tutorial in the description below. Go there if you are excited for something like that, and if you want to learn about a lot of, you know, I'm just going to go through the ground. Look, I destroyed the house. Go over.
Thank you. I feel appreciated right there.
Look, my world. I hate your house. I hate your house. I hate your house. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. I'm sorry, I don't hate your house. I was making it up. Zeus, guys. Everybody needs Zeus. This one is a pretty straightforward one. Guys, look, I'm going to press this. Hold on. Let me change my position. Hey, everybody. Okay, so that was more weird noises than I've ever made at one time in my life before. But you can see this will shoot something.
Wish I wasn't here.
Nope, that's okay. Just plug your ears. I'm not editing that out. So, let's go ahead and tell you. So basically, this is going to shoot lightning on something, mostly on other people, but if you want to do it on yourself, it's up to you. Here is the command. So we can see this. Impulse, unconditional, needs redstone. That means you press the button, and this is going to happen. / summon lightning _ bolt tilde 2. So what you're seeing right here is it's actually going to basically, the 2 is your Z coordinates. So Z coordinates is me facing this way. So 2, it'll be exactly where the command block is, except add 2, which is where I'm standing right here. and bango bingo on your head. So easy enough. If you want this to be over there, well, guess what? You just put the coordinates right here, basically from the command block. So if you wanted to put, say, tilde, oh, don't change it, -2, say this 2 was a -2, guess what? Then it's going to spawn. Actually, you know what? How about this? I'm going to show you. That. I hope I don't get it wrong. Come on, Skippy. Let's do it. I'm going to do it. Don't help Mr. J Craft. I'm going to do it myself.
If you get it wrong, I won't laugh.
So basically, this is going to hit lightning right here. And see how good we are? So there you go, guys. That's an easy one to do if you want to prank your friends in the face. Do you ever really use that much in map building and stuff like that, Mr. J Craft, or?
Oh, it's pretty good for some haunted maps.
Oh, for haunted maps, especially if you want to change pigs into pigmen or villagers into witches, that would work as well. So, number 3 away from the end, which is also known as Savone. Okay, so this is going to be used for capture the flag type maps. That's right. This is going to be, you could see, test for block. It's very commonly known test for block. You are also going to use the block ID codes that we showed you earlier in the thing. So you use this for, like, say a, say you're going to use this for capture the flag. So we're going to go over here, and you can make it so that people go over here, and I'm on creative right now, so I can't pick block. Yeah, he's going to drop it for me. Thank you. So basically, you can make it so that when you go into someone else's base, you get the red wool, and then you could take it back to your base, and it's easy enough. You put it on top of the glass, and
it's not on.
And it's on. Now so let's do that again. So now it's on. Basically, you take it back to your base. It's going to test for this block here. So anytime the block goes here, ba-bum! So this is how you basically make a capture the flag map. This is literally how you do it. Let's go in here and show you. So basically, it's a repeat command because it's repeatedly testing for that block. Unconditional needs redstone / test for block. So basically tilde, you can tell. So on the X and Y coordinates, so it's X, Y, Z. So on this Y coordinate 2 blocks above, it's going to test for the block wool 14 space wool space 14. So that is actually the data code for red wool. So a different color wool will have a different number under it, but as you can see, it's always going to test for this item here and continuously go. Do you like this one? This one was kind of a harder one, and I think it's Mr. J Craft's favorite one because I like the easy ones and he likes the hard ones. What do you think, Jay?
I should have made it harder.
He did make it harder. I made him change like so. You guys don't even know how many. I'm like, nope. So now we go to the most difficult 2, in my opinion. And I was trying to, if it was up to me, we would just do more lightning, and I like lightning. So let's keep going here. This is number 9. Number 9 is an awesome one. This is going to be for you map makers. A lot of people that make maps want to make dungeons. So when you make a dungeon, there's 2. This is going to be actually 8 and 9 put together. This is number 8. So we're going to go into it and show you. This is going to put something in someone's hand when they enter a dungeon. This is going to also connect to the next one, which is gonna spawn mobs when they enter the dungeon. So I'm gonna go and show you what happens. They're both connected. 8 and 9 are connected. One is going to put, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff so that you guys don't see it. So no matter what is in your main hand, it's gonna put an axe in your hand. No matter what's there, you're gonna have it ready to go. Number 2, it's also going to spawn a zombie 2.5 blocks away, but there's actually, in the one that we're showing you right now, there's 2 of these, and one puts one behind you and one in front of you. So we're gonna go show you how it works. So no matter what's in your hand, it's gonna get taken out, and when we go in here, it's gonna give me a diamond axe ready to fight and drop a zombie in front of me and behind me. And there you go. So on this occasion, it spawned a baby zombie, which I think is what threw it in. Or we actually have 2 of them set up by accident because we've been testing it. But as you can see, it's pretty much basic understanding. You guys get it. And you can see it's doing it again. My way out. I got to get out of here. So, Mr. J, you broke it. Here, protect us, Mr. J, while I do the rest of the video. Here's an axe. Okay, so
I'm lazy for that.
No, don't worry. Just hit. Oh, you and your fancy keyboard. Okay, so let's do this right here. I'm gonna explain it. So we're gonna open this code because it's a bigger one. You can see impulse unconditional needs redstone. So the impulse happens in this one here when we went over the pressure plate. The pressure plate will get hit and then it will go / replace item entity at P radius equals 2. So basically what this says right here is it's going to replace the item in my main hand of the player, the closest player, radius 2. So if me and Mr. J walked on that pressure plate at the same time, we're both gonna get the axe. That's right. Slot weapon main hand. So that's basically saying that space slot dot weapon dot main hand space, this is going to put it in the hand that we have access to at the moment. So if there's an egg in my hand, I won't have an egg anymore. I'm gonna have a diamond axe. That's right, it's gonna give me 1 diamond axe. If you wanted to give, say, a diamond sword, you would just simply use the code diamond sword there. You could use whatever you wanted, and 1 is the amount. So I feel like you could play with this, especially with the data codes. You could put 7 emeralds, and that's what that happens right there. So look at the code, it's very easy. And then we're going to go to the second one, which is number 9 here, and go over it as well. You can see it's a chain command. This command only works when it's attached to another command and it happens after the other command goes. So it's conditional and always active. Let's open it up, and this is going to execute any player within 4, a radius of 4, tilde 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 space / summon zombie tilde 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 2.5. So you can remember X, Y, and Z coordinates. So on the Z coordinate is where the 2.5 is. So if this 2.5 was right next to us here, next to the first tilde, it would come to our left or our right. Do you see what I'm saying? That's very simple. It would switch the coordinates, but you can see you could switch zombie with whatever else in the game you want. Don't put ender dragon there. I think it will probably be bad. And yes, so that's good. Awesome. What do you think about this one? This is a little more complicated, but if you want a dungeon in your map, do you think this is like a go-to? It's like a must-have, right, Mr. Craft?
Yeah, it's pretty easy, and it's something pretty much anyone can do, at least in my opinion.
Yes,
unless
anybody,
you're Skippy.
Unless you're Skippy, because for me, I'm still, honest guys, I'm a little bit confused still. But just copy it, you know, that's the other thing. Just pause it and write this in your world. You'll have a cool dungeon, just like Mr. J Craft has a dungeon. So last but not least, the coolest one of them all, I hope it's changed. Let's hope it's changed. So 7. So this one is a jump pad. This is going to allow you to make jump pads in your world, and they can be as cool or as uncool as you want them to be. So this one here, we want to turn it on. It's going to be powered. This is a number 7. So you can see we got a jump boost. It's a number 7. Pretty good jump boost. Not crazy. The one we did at the beginning was like, how big was it, Mr. J?
255.
So if you wanted to do that, we could do that. You could go in here. So let's go ahead and just show you basically this command. Again, just follow the command on the screen, guys. / execute at A tilde 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 detect tilde tilde -1. So X, Y, and Z axis. So you could tell it's actually going 1 below your feet. Diamond block 0 / effect at S. So at S, you guys remember what at S stands for? It says for at self. And you're going to do that. It's going to say jump boost to 255 true.
Well, it was 7, but I changed it to 255.
So now it's changed to 255, which is this. Woo! And there you go. So you could make it so that somebody that walks into your, like, in theory, Mr. J, tell me if this is true or not. You could make it so that your whole base of your floor has andesite, but anytime someone touches andesite, they would jump into the sky and die. Or no.
Yes.
You know. And then if you were on survival mode, in theory, they would definitely die when they fall from there. Was that?
Oh, that wouldn't be fun.
They would splat.
Unless you're watching.
Unless you're watching, and then it would be hilarious. But there you go, guys. I think that's super cool, dude. Thanks so much, Mr. J Craft. I know that, guys, we've been kind of playing with some commands lately, and there's some other ones that could be on the horizon, one step up. So the next one, is a little more complicated. Say an example was like a armor stand that's spinning and rotating up and down and teleporting, and something that would involve a couple command blocks each. So if that's something that you'd like to see, you know what, let me hear about it in the comments. If you want to learn more about command blocks and building, go to Dr. I call you Dr. J. That's your new name, is Dr. J.
That's my new name.
Dr. J Craft. You're laying the dunking it in. And so go to his channel. There is all the links you need in the description below. Number 3, there is going to be a link to this exact map for MCPDL. If you are on if you're on Windows 10 or anything like that and you want the map download, Dr. J will actually link this exact as his link. And be careful, it's going to be an ad fly. Wait the 5 seconds and don't click the wrong button. It's on you if you do. And yes, and if you want to also make this super cool thing that disappears just like that, make sure you jump on his channel. It's going to be awesome, guys. Thanks again, Mr. J Craft. Say bye. Where are you going?
Bye. See y'all later.
Okay, Mr. J Craft's gone. Guys, catch you on the next one.